Hey, how's it going? Otax here, and we're back for another week of WoWeekly. Currently, we are in Maldraxxus, right here, do a bit of fishing, and it might be a bit of an interesting episode, because currently, I don't know why, Saturday night, but it seems to be a PvP hotspot in this entire area. There's a lot of horde assassin people getting marked around here, probably because there's a few world quests up. So I've come over here to fish. But we'll see if we get ganked or something. It might make for a bit of interesting stuff. But if not, we're just going to keep calm and fish. I've got my little list here of topics to talk about, so let's get straight into it. Firstly, the first couple of things I wanted to talk about is, let me just catch this fish first, but there's a few in-game events coming up, so I thought it'd be worth just talking about them. I am currently recording this. Whoa, that's worth 82 silver. Cool. We're recording this on Saturday night because I won't be able to record it tomorrow morning because I am busy. However, on Sunday when this goes up, Darkmoon Fair will begin for the month. So if you haven't got your Darkmoon Fair items that you want to get, go farm them. Farm them each day. Get a bunch of achievements, toys, and whatnot. You can also get the Wii buff or the hat that gives you better rep and XP gains. So if you want to level or power level some reps, this is the week to do it. On top of that, on Monday, the Noblegarden event begins. It's an Easter event. It goes on for a week. You can try and get the achievements. You can try and there's a mount, pets, whatnot. I think they're also adding something for the Venthyr Ember Court event, so if you're a Venthyr, that might interest you. But yeah, so that's what's happening. Oh, there's also that March of the Tadpoles thing. I've never seen what that is. It's one of the micro holidays, but something to do in Borean Tundra. So if you're on Monday, Bank Holiday Monday in the UK. So if you're on Monday and you fancy heading over to Borean Tundra, you can go and take part in that event. So moving on to some actual proper news, the first big thing that has happened in the past week is that they have finally announced when roundabout when the 9.1 patch will be going into PTR. They're saying around April 12th. I think that's when about it'll be going on to the PTR, and the following week would then suggest that's when the raid testing will come out. So normally there's a few months of PTR testing before it comes out, so us getting it in April suggests that maybe sometime in June we'll get 9.1. That's quite a long time for a drought in content, but hey ho. I guess we'll see what happens, but it's nice to know that there's finally some new stuff on the way. Hopefully these WoW Weeklies will become a bit more content fulfilled, and I'll have to be a bit quicker with it to get them out talking about everything. So I'm looking forward to that. At least we're getting something. Hopefully they got some big stuff planned. There's a lot. I like the game, but there's a lot of stuff that needs changing, and hopefully they'll take the opportunity to get on and change that. So yeah, that's April 12th. Get that in your books. Next up is it's actually about WoW Classic again. I feel like I'm talking about WoW Classic quite a lot more than Retail WoW, which is scary because Retail WoW is newer than Classic and has more stuff going on. But Classic WoW, one thing they've announced is the introduction of, and let me get this right, the Chrono Boon Displacer. Now what this is, if you play Classic, I'm sure you're familiar with the world buff meta. Basically, if you're not familiar with that, is if you want to be competitive with your kill times, how much damage you're doing and whatnot, then you're going to need to get these things called world buffs. They're worldwide events that happen in the game. You can go to it, do something, and you'll get a buff that lasts an hour, 2 hours, half an hour, whatever, depending on the buff. And it will give you buffs to your damage, to your stats, to different things. And so the tactic is log on, get all these world buffs, log off so they don't go away, then log back on when it's time to raid, and then you can go raid using all these buffs. Problem is that means for once you've got the buffs, you can't play the game. You can play on an ult. So it's a bit of a I guess a toxic way of playing, in my opinion. People liked it. However, with it moving on to TBC, and so people can stay in the Classic here if they want to, they're introducing a new thing called the Chrono Boon Displacer. What this does, it takes a snapshot of your buffs when using the item, and then stores them, so you won't benefit from them, and you'll just have them kind of stored away, and it will be safe. And then Instead, what happens is when you then want to use the buffs, you can then break the item, I think it is, or you used the item or something, and it basically puts the buffs back on you. So what this means is that you can store the buffs away and then bring them out when you actually want them. And I think this is a really good thing. It's something that would have fixed a problem in Classic, but I don't think it was a problem that needed to be fixed. They wanted to give us, an authentic Classic experience. Whether they actually succeeded in that is another story, but adding this item probably would have caused some people to get in a bit of a mood. However, because the game is basically finished with its life cycle, I think it's good that they're adding some new stuff, and it'll be interesting to see if they continue to add new things. I think it would be cool if they did, kind of like a Classic Plus type thing. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, there's a new thing. If you're planning to stay in Classic, then you will not have to get your world buffs and then sit offline. So yeah, that's cool. And then ending off with the WoW news is they had some April Fools things this week. I'll put some screenshots up of some of the things, but April Fools was 2 days ago when I'm recording this, 3 days tomorrow. And they did their classic, a few patch notes jokes, a few item jokes. Wowhead did some stuff. A few of the other bits and pieces did some stuff. It was, it's a good laugh. It's good to see, and I thought I'd finish with that one because it's a bit of a lighter note. So yeah, that's the WoW news for the week. There's of course lots of other little things that there is. So if you want to check that out, you can go on things like Wowhead, MMO Champion, Icy Veins, whatever your preferred news source is, and you can go check that out. So yeah, moving on to channel news. It's been another good week. We've had some good streams. I had to shuffle around the times a little bit this week just because of work and whatnot, but they've been good. Released some good videos. I released one a couple days ago, just a PvP one. I plan on doing that a bit more. I'm going to try and develop that into something a bit better. I just wanted to kind of upload it and see how it's going, but that's getting some good feedback on it. Obviously we've got WoWeekly. I've worked on the bigger video I'm working on a bit more. That should be hopefully going up next week. I've finished the script, recorded the audio, and starting to edit. Switching editing software. I want to try and make this as good as I can. So I'm trying to learn some new things. Hopefully it will pay off. So hopefully that'll go up next week at some point. And alongside that with some few other things. I've got some good plans and whatnot. So if things like that interest you, then keep an eye on this space. But that is about it for stuff this week. I see it's only been 8 minutes, so it's good that I've managed to not drag on for too long. We've got some good fishing. I'm actually surprised at kind of some of the stuff I'm getting. It'd be interesting to see how much this is worth. I won't spoil that. But yeah, that'll be the video today. So we didn't get ganked, which is good. Looking around, that was the thing. There's a PvP world quest right next to me, and there's a few assassins around here earlier. But it seems like they've buggered off, so we're all good. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions you want to ask me, any comments, any feedback, anything you want to say, leave it in the comments, and I'll either answer it in the next video or I'll answer you in the comments if it's a bit more immediate. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all next video.